So Grant Horvat was invited to play in the Barracuda Championship, which is the opposite field event this week on the PGA Tour. His initial thing was, I don't know if I want to take a spot from a toiling tour pro who's trying to make it. But it comes out yesterday. Grant posted a video on YouTube that he's not playing, and the reason is not because of that. It's not sort of like the moral objection of like I shouldn't be doing this. It's because the PGA Tour would not agree to let his film crew inside the ropes during competition. We live in a society where you're really it's really black and white. You're really expected to be on one side of this. Mm-hmm. I understand both sides. From Grant's perspective, Grant's not one of these YouTubers who's like, oh, I want to be a PGA Tour player. Grant has always said it's not about playing on tour. I'm not trying to be a professional golfer, but it would be really cool if I could bring you guys inside the ropes of a PGA Tour event. So for him, the whole point of this is to be like, I played in a PGA Tour event. Here's what it's like. So if he can't do that, then he doesn't get sort of the benefit of bringing his audience inside, and he's just another player in the field. From the PGA Tour side, if they let someone inside the ropes filming competition, that's a can of worms. Then every player's gonna be like, I want to do that. I'll hire a camera crew.
Grant did say in a tweet that he didn't want a whole crew. He wanted one guy with one camera, like on the rope line. So it's not this clusterfuck that I think some people are imagining. It's more intimate. Which I think is important to understand, because having 6 or 7 people going down the fairway is a no-go, but one dude on the rope line doesn't seem like a big deal.
I didn't see that. I didn't know that. And that changes things, because it's one thing if he's out there and he's looking at the camera and he's like, oh, guys, this is a tough shot, and he's taking his time. If he's actually just playing in the group and they just have a microphone on him, but he just wanted his camera, that does change things.
That's not all that different than the way the tour will mic up the rest of their players for stuff, and then
But I think it was the can of worms situation where they're like, listen, and I think with Brian Roloff coming in, the new CEO, he talked about, and I don't know why this made an impression on me, but he talked about, at the NFL we were obsessed with the competition. We were obsessed with the competition, and the core competition is the core of everything else. And I think it's a differentiator they have with LIV.
I felt the same way as you. Like, I get the can of worms. Like, how many players who don't own their own media rights are going to go to the tour and be like, well, can my guy come film? Can my guy come film? And then it's a can of worms.